Today I wanted to do Kitsune's litter box. I figured anybody out there that has a cat or you're thinking about getting a cat in your RV, then you might find this to be a good idea. Or if you know of a better idea, you can comment and somebody reading it might find that to be what they want to do. I'm not going to do it because I already put way too much work in the system I have now. So let's go ahead and head over and see how this is going to go. Here's the litter box. I put it inside our basement. What I did was, before we moved in, I had taken some AC duct, the galvanized steel one. I carpeted it with the sticky tiles that I cut to fit. I cut a hole in the panel, and then I cut a hole underneath the steps inside. So now she's able to just go under the steps, pass right through, hop down, do her business, and head back. I should also mention the type of litter we like to use is the pine pellets because they're large. Kitsune's paws, she can't track them in to the interior of the RV because when you use the finer grain material, of course it gets in their paws. She goes in, and then it's all over the place anyway, defeating the purpose. Let's get the last of this in here. And what I normally don't have to do is the base of this thing, but since I decided I should dump it with all the litter in the tray, this is my punishment. Okay. So now we got that. Just a quick tie up. And we're good to go. Here we are around the other side of the RV, left side. And as you can see down here, this is where the wet bay is located. You probably noticed I have a piece of PVC pipe. When these RVs, they don't come out of the factory exactly with high quality in every aspect. It only took about 30 times of opening and closing this hatch that they call them shock absorbers. They assist with opening and closing. So they just separated right from the door. So we use our PVC that we use as a reference to know if our slides are going to run into something when it's close. I don't know if you've seen these before, but you mark RV end, and then if you have an electrical box that's close and you're like, am I going to hit that with the slide when I put it out? Well, you just put that against the RV. Let me turn that so you can see it. So right there, that's kitchen. So that's right there is the kitchen slide. And then you kind of have on and on your way down. Back to it then. So here's our wet bay right here. They call it a shower. I call it a hose, but I think it's because it has the hot and cold water knobs that you can justify calling it a shower. So now we have our litter box. We're gonna drag that over here and separate everything out. Okay. Smooth that out. Not deep enough. I like to go up to the second knuckle because we change it once a week, and by the time you get to the end of the week, it'll be fine. If you go second knuckle, you do less than that, you're just gonna end up having to refill it through the week. There we go, let's get it in. I also like to save shopping bags. These are really good for like your daily cleaning to use to dispose. I'm gonna throw this back in, so I'm not doing like multiple takes. All right. If you don't have a cat and you want to get a cat in your RV, I hope this was helpful in making your decision and being insightful. So, we'll see you down the road.